How's it going, everyone? The latest Helldivers 2 patch has officially dropped. Now, this is patch 1.00.10, a smaller patch for the game, but some fixes that are definitely going to be appreciated by the community. Just don't expect this to be a band-aid that fixes everything. I do want to note before we get into the video, obviously a lot of you guys have been watching our Helldivers content. If you have yet to buy the game, go check the game out at our friends at Green Man Gaming. If you're looking to pick it up on PC and Steam, use the code FEB17, save 17% on it, and you'll get it for like $34 and change. You can get the Super Citizen Edition, include some bonus content, the Steel Veterans War Bond that you can get by just playing the game. The War Bond is essentially the Battle Pass, although they don't expire. You get the idea. Link to that in the description box below. With that being said, the shilling is now over, and check it out if you do want. Now, before we get into this video, I just want to ask you guys, please like this video and do leave a comment with your thoughts. It really does help out the channel a lot, and it is much appreciated. Let's cover the patch notes, which again, this is a smaller patch, and as I'm recording this video, the patch dropped about 30 minutes ago, so, you know, when you boot up the game, or you boot up Steam today, it should auto-download the patch. So let's go over the various fixes and everything that you can expect. So fixes: fix crash when replicating ragdoll momentum, fix crash when replicating destructions, fix crash when displaying the mission and rewards, which that is something a lot of people have faced as far as, you know, acquiring their mission and rewards, and then the game crashes, finishing up a mission, game crashes, and some people will end up getting their rewards, it'll be delayed. Some people won't get their rewards at all. When I did have that issue, I didn't get my rewards whatsoever, but my game typically would crash before the actual mission and reward screen. It would crash like during the extract, which was wild. Obviously, at that point, you're just completely out of luck, and that assumes you just disconnected from the game. Resolved a 100% block issue for quick play matchmaking on PC, tuned extract civilian mission difficulty, improved the way that we handle platform authentication to avoid things like the black screen issue at startup, which that has been something that has really become a talking point over the last day or so, where I've heard a lot of people have the black screen issue at startup, but hopefully that is remedied at this point as well. Improvements to our client backend communication for better backend performance, implemented an automatic retry mechanism to quick play, and yeah, quick play has just been disastrous for a lot of people. I don't really, you know, matchmaking isn't a big issue for me because I always have a full group to play the game with, but yeah, for a lot of people, when you're trying to play with randoms, which a lot of people will also push back on the idea of playing with randoms, especially at higher difficulties, because you do want a level of communication, and people will be doing wild things. You know, when you're quick playing with randoms, they might be new to the game, whatever. They might play it a different way. They might have a different style of play, let's just say griefing. So yeah, keep that in mind, and added proper login message for error 1002038. So all of those have been implemented as fixes for patch 1.000.10. That is for PC. I don't know if the PlayStation 5 patch has rolled out as of the recording of this video, but if it has yet to, I'm sure it'll be rolling out here in the very near future. On top of that, they also did go over some known issues that Arrowhead is aware of, and they are still currently working on. These are issues that were either introduced by this patch and are being worked on, or are from a previous version and have not yet been fixed. Now, keep in mind, this patch may introduce other issues that they're not aware about, but obviously as people give them feedback, they will become aware of it, and keep that in mind as well. Login rate limiting: when many are logging in at the same time, players can become disconnected during play. Rewards and other progress may be delayed or not attributed. Let me just go back to players can become disconnected during play. The actual issue of me DCing during play because of some server issues, that has not happened to me. I have had full-on crashes happen, very few and far between, which, let me just say, game crashes aren't gonna bother me, even if they happen at the most unfortunate of times of us increasing the difficulty, and then right at the finish line of the extract point, the game crashes. Yes, that stings a little bit more, but it's gonna happen every now and again. I just don't want it to be overly abundant, and we're fine. You know, the crash happened. It is what it is. A couple crashes here and there. It is what it is. But for the overwhelming majority of times I'm actually playing the game, it's not crashing. So, you know, a crash here and there, even when this game is at a perfectly suitable state, I'm not gonna throw a fit about that. It was just unfortunate, my timing experience with that. But as far as me actually getting disconnected while playing the game, while in a game, that has not happened to me once. rewards and other progress may be delayed or not attributed. That was very prevalent the one Sunday. That was happening like all day to various people, myself included, and some people got their rewards. I personally never got any of my rewards, so it is what it is. These things happen in these games. But yeah, that seems to be something they're working on. Various UI issues may appear when the game interacts with servers. Pickup of certain objects in-game may cause characters to freeze in place for an extended period of time, and other unknown behaviors may occur. They also do note that Japanese voiceover is missing from intro cutscene and ship TV, and armor values for light, medium, and heavy armor do not currently function as intended. Those latter two, those have been issues that have been noted in the previous patch notes as well. But there you go for it. This is the patch note for today. Don't expect multiple patches a day. I don't think, unless there's a huge critical error bug, that they're going to be dropping multiple patches a day. Let them cook for now. I get it that there's been a lot of pushback and a lot of people talking as far as, I said in a previous video that there was no excuses for the issues to be that bad. That was a complete poor choice of words on my part. My apologies for that. That's not how I meant it to come across. I just meant that I understand where people are coming from when they spent $40 on the game a week and a half ago and the game is still persisting with a lot of issues. I understand where that's coming from, and giving them any kind of excuse, even valid, it's going to upset them, and I can understand from the consumer lens why they would be upset even with valid excuses. That's what I should have said, but, you know, it is what it is. My apologies as far as that's concerned, because even if you do give them valid excuses, then you're gonna have the Twitter people that aren't gonna know, you know, what goes into server migration and improving servers and everything like that, and they're attacking, you know, the Arrowhead CEO when he has nothing to do with that. Yeah, like, let him just yell at the engineers, or he could do what he's doing and let the engineers independently work, and they'll figure it out from then on, and hopefully they'll get these issues sorted. But this is gonna take a lot of time, and again, I do say that week and a half, 2 weeks prior to the release of this game, there was a little bit of foresight that could be had, that this game had the potential to pop off, but ultimately, I don't think anyone really expected to this extent that the game was gonna pop off. I want to say that I started posting Helldivers 2, you know, in my personal Discord to my boys like a week and a half before the game was coming out. At that point, you know, the discussion had started to mount, more of the gameplay was coming out, and I was like, oh, it actually seems like there's a healthy level of buzz. When I say a healthy level of buzz, I did not have the foresight that this game was gonna crack, I don't know, 400,000 on the PC, another 350 on PlayStation 5, I don't know exactly, but it's the #1 played game on PlayStation 5, at least it was for a little bit, so none of those stats were, even with the greatest deal of foresight, could you see that coming, at least to that extent. So, you know, you gotta cut Arrowhead some slack, and obviously they're a smaller studio, even if they do have the backing of Sony, and I've heard Sony can't really do that much in this instance in terms of overnight fixing the whole situation. It's gonna be very difficult to do that regardless, so give them some time to cook. They've sold 1 million+ copies. They're gonna be happy with their commercial performance. Ultimately, the game will be at a state where everybody's gonna be able to join it, and then when the content updates really start rolling out, after we get past this speed bump, when the content updates start rolling out, biomes, new enemies, things like that, I think it's going to be smooth sailing ahead. But that's going to do it for me. Let me know all of your thoughts in the comments section down below. Sound off there. Thank you for watching, and goodbye. Hey guys, we hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure to hit the subscribe button, and if you're already subscribed, do us a favor and hit the bell icon. This way you'll be notified whenever we post a new video. That's the best way to keep up with all of our uploads, and we usually try to upload 2 videos a day. And with the bell icon hit, you'll be notified whenever we do upload a video. As always, thanks for watching.